Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here. Today I have for you guys this brand new 2021 Specialized S-Works Stumpjumper. This is a custom build up with I9 wheels and everything. This is S4 in sizing, weighing at 28 pounds, 11 ounces. And in kilos, it's 12.99 kilos, just at 13 kilos. Stay tuned for a free body sound test on these Industry 9 wheels. You won't want to miss it. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video. Today I have for you guys this beautiful Specialized S-Works Stumpjumper. It's a 2021. This was sold just as a frame set, and we did a custom build up with it with SRAM XX1 components, Industry 9 carbon wheel, Industry 9 carbon fiber wheels, front rear. We put on here a Fox Factory 34 fork and a SRAM axis reverb dropper post. So I'm gonna go over the whole components on here. I believe that the weight was just at 28 pounds at 13 kilos. And the build on it, I wanna say was around with these wheels because they're more expensive than the Revolve stuff. I think the build is like right around like 10.5, maybe 10.9, but absolute beautiful bike. This is a size S4, and actually it's for my brother. So, and I wanted to do a build video on a mountain bike, but we've just been so busy and I don't feel like staying late after work when the store's closed to do a build video. So yeah, I just took some glamour shots. I think you guys just saw it. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the front of the video or the end of the video, but if you want, check them out. If they're not at the front, they'll be at the end. So starting off with the front, we have on here the Specialized Revolve handlebar. It's a 800 millimeter from width to width. You can see here they did the little Revolve logo, which I think is actually pretty nice. It is a 35 millimeter bar clamp, which this is actually new to this year to make it a little bit more like the downhill bars, or just a little bit more sturdier, stouter kind of bar. We went with the DD Copperhead stem, which is coming spec'd on all the S-Works Stumpjumpers on there. Again, a 35 millimeter clamp. You can see right here you have the green oak kind of Specialized logo right there. The brakes that we put on here are the SRAM G2 Ultimate brakes, with not the rainbow color, just the regular stainless steel or titanium hardware. You have the pad contact adjustment right here. You have the lever reach right here, and then just a regular SRAM lever right there. These are a 4-piston brake, so that means 2 pistons on each side, more of a bigger travel bike, so we found it a fitting or accommodating for them. Grips we chose are the Supercast grips. You have the 3 millimeter bolt-on right here for the lock on for the lock ring, and then you have your SRAM axis shifter with the rocker paddle, with the upgraded rocker paddle on here to make it a little bit more easier. And on this side we have the RockShox axis reverb dropper lever. You press that, it's wireless. The dropper post goes up and down, just like that. Very cool. As you can see, a clean cockpit because of the fact that there is all wireless, so only 2 cables on here, the brake cables. For the fork and the front suspension is a 140 millimeter Fox 34 float fork. Is a factory edition with the gold Kashima coated for the stanchions. It is a 44 millimeter offset for this model in particular. And then on here we have our air adjustment right here, which we can go ahead and put air into here for depending on what the rider's weight is. This is where you would add your shock tokens or bottomless tokens or whatever Fox calls it, but this is where you add the shock tokens that came with the fork if you want to reduce the amount of air that goes into her. And then over here we have the high speed compression and your low speed compression right here. You can play with these, they make noises, you can give them to your kids, they make sounds, a lot of cool stuff. No, kidding. A lot of technical stuff. If you know what you're riding, especially if you're buying this bike, you're gonna have this set up and dialed into what you want, what your specifics want. So this is how you control, how fast your shock, not your rebound, but how fast your shock returns, and the low speed compression, the high speed compression, how it acts when you're going faster speeds, lower speeds, all that good stuff. So that's set up really nice. Tires that are on here are going to be the Maxxis. Oh God. Tires are called the Maxxis Ascal tires. 29 by 2.5. They are tubeless setup right now because they have the Industry 9 valves in there. You see the Evo protection, everything it's basically not an XC tire at all. Very beefy tire, a lot of grip, extra protection on the sidewalls. We want the full amount of protection we get there. You have the yellow Maxxis logo right there that everyone knows. This is a full carbon fiber custom Industry 9 wheel. So the internal width on these things, I think, is like 35 millimeters, some crazy number. I didn't actually do the whole spec readouts. My brother just ordered them, but you can see how wide these rims are. Beautiful carbon rim. You have the Industry 9 spokes, those massive gauge spokes that you can see on here with all the bells and whistles done. Industry 9 logo right there. He did black mixed with a green to make it look a little bit cool, give it a little bit of pop of color, which I think looks nice. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. You have the Industry 9 hub in the front. It is a 15 by 110. This is a boost bike, which all bikes now will be boost. But it is with tubeless fluid. So the weight that I gave you at the front of the video, that is the weight with this being a tubeless converted bike already. Going down to this side of the bike, we have over here, oh, sorry, I forgot this. 180 SRAM, 6-bolt rotors. There's your G2 flat mount caliper, or I'm sorry, G2 post mount caliper right there. You have the beautiful oak green S-Works paint job, and it fades into a black color. Or actually, it doesn't really fade, it just cuts off into a gloss black. Looks right there. You have a little bash guard on the bottom right there, just in case you take on some rocks. We'll go to this side over here. You can see you have the Fact Carbon 11M, and then this carbon is actually the same type of carbon that is used all throughout the line. So the Expert, the Comp, and also the Pro models are all Fact Carbon 11M. There is no difference between the S-Works. The only thing difference is you're going to get different suspension. And then this is exclusive to the S-Works, which is a carbon yoke that is only exclusive to the S-Works. So just to let you guys know that. Bottom bracket on here is threaded. So we have a threaded dub bottom bracket, and then we have a SRAM XX1 crank on here, a carbon fiber crank arm, a 34 tooth chainring on here as well. And you can see that you have the S-Works SWAT storage kit right here. Pop this open. You got some little nifty. Okay, I'm gonna pop this open, but I need 2 hands to get it back on because it's brand new. It's really tight. So we're gonna leave it open for the remainder of the video. But you can see inside there, you have all the goodies and knickknacks, whatever you want to put inside there. Fuel, storage, tubes, pumps, whatever you can fit inside there, you can fit inside there. It goes all the way up, all the way down. It's a pretty good amount of space. So, but yes, SWAT storage, that is done by Specialized right there. It is a great thing. I've had the same bike, or not the same model, but I've had a same SWAT storage situation. I had a hand pump, a tube, and a couple CO2s and a tire lever inside there. It worked great. So kudos to them, they did a really good job. Over here we have the Specialized rubber chain slap protection. So if you're riding in some crazy terrain, they put this here so that way you're not slapping your chain. It's going to kind of disperse those impacts so you're not slapping everywhere. Slapping. You have a SRAM XX1 black chain, 12 speed, and then you have in the rear the 10 by 50. I think just 10 by 50. It's an older cassette. No, 10 by 52, it looks like. 10 by 52 tooth chain cassette. That is 12 speed, so 10 being the smallest cog, 52 being the biggest cog. That is a mid-compact front chainring for any kind of road bike. Huge gearing. And then the rear, a SRAM XX1 Axis rear derailleur. You have the battery right here. This battery is actually interchangeable with the dropper post right there for the reverb. The hubs on here are Industry 9. Their hubs are madly insane. I believe that they did a Hydra S. I think they're the newer ones. But the amount of points of engagement on this wheel are absolutely crazy. You will have no dead spots, whether you're climbing, whether you're riding flats, whether you're doing whatever. If you want the most amount of engagement or for climbing for whatever, go Industry 9. They're great wheels. Again, you have the carbon fiber wheels in the back. I have some tubeless fluid that I forgot to clean up right there. Tire in the rear is the same tire, the Maxxis, that tire, and it's a 29 by 2.5. Tubeless fluid is already inserted into here, and it looks beautiful. Going over to the suspension for the rotor in the back is 180. Fun fact for you guys, the Stumpjumper only takes a 180 rotor. That's a minimum rotor you can run in the rear. You cannot put a 160 on a Stumpjumper, so all you weight weenies out there, don't try it. This is a 180 ran with no adapter on there. Rear suspension right here, we have the Fox Float DPS gold Kashima coated factory shock. 130 millimeter travel in the rear, 140 in the front. We have all our little adjustments right here. We have open, trail, and kind of like a lockout. You have your rebalance settings right here as well. And then on these Stumpjumpers, you have here the flip chip. You see right there, the low and the high. I believe it comes in the low setting. You can flip it to the high. It'll bring the front fork brake in a little bit, bring the bottom bracket a little bit higher as well. Cool little options, you know. They're not big game changers, but if you buy this bike because you're not sure of what kind of bike you want, you just want more travel to do stuff. And if you're in an area like Florida where it's all flat and you want that opportunity to go a little bit more faster with your cross-country buddies, you have that option. This is a cool little memento. It's a little stump jumper, like a black, like a little square. Looks cool. And again, this is S4, so very hard to find. You have a RockShox reverb axis dropper post right here, 170 millimeters of travel sticking out, and you have the battery in the rear, and that's it. I think it's 34.9 for the dropper post as well. Saddle on here is going to be the Phenom by Specialized. It's a 155. Nice mountain bike saddle. You see you have the low friction kind of stick right here. That's going to reduce saddle stores or saddle rubbing. You don't need to use chamois cream if you don't need to, but if you need to, you need to. But it's going to reduce the amount of chamois cream you need to use. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. This is the 2021 Specialized Stumpjumper S-Works in S4 size. It's a custom build-up with Industry 9 wheels, Fox float factory fork 34, and SRAM XX1 access all the way through. It's a gloss oak color. This frame color is only available to buy if you buy the frame set separately. And let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys again so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. These are the Industry 9 Hydra hubs. You can barely hear anything because there's so much oil on there, but let's see. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get this thing go. It's very quiet. They're brand new. We can hear all those points of engagement. I know Industry 9 is known for being really loud hubs, but you can actually add oil to make it a little bit quieter. So that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much. See you guys later.